Joe Rogan paints a comedic portrait of Trump, a president swinging clubs and dialing for dollars. By Adrian Velenik, updated April 21, 2025. Joe Rogan, the influential podcaster known for blending humor with commentary, didn't hold back in his latest critique of former President Donald Trump. In a recent episode of The Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan sat down with comedian Ron White and took a humorous, yet pointed, jab at Trump's leadership style, particularly his handling of economic policy and international diplomacy. "It's so baffling. It's so crazy. Like, what is going on? The whole world is mad at us," Rogan exclaimed, setting the tone for the segment, which quickly spiraled into a mix of satire and frustration over what they perceive as chaotic and unserious governance. "We're going to need more money." Rogan playfully imagined Trump conducting high-stakes international negotiations while out on the golf course, parodying the former president's laid-back demeanor with global leaders. "Trump's playing golf, and in between swings, he's on the phone with presidents of countries. We're going to need more money," Rogan mocked, mimicking the kind of casual, off-the-cuff remark that would typically be reserved for far less serious matters. Ron White jumped in with his own take, jokingly questioning whether Trump's erratic actions were part of a deeper strategy. "Yeah, that's what somebody told me the other day. Is he playing checkers? Is he playing chess?" Then, pausing for effect, he deadpanned, "He's playing golf?" Rogan laughed, then pointedly added, "Everybody wants to think there's some, grand plan to it," suggesting that many of Trump's supporters cling to the idea that his seemingly random actions are all part of a master strategy. Before the conversation could go deeper, Rogan veered into a tangent about Ross Perot in the 1992 election, another moment in American politics that once felt surreal. A laughing matter with real-world consequences. Despite the humor, the discussion highlighted a broader concern, that while Trump appears to prioritize his own leisure activities, significant economic and political issues are left on autopilot. Their comments came on the heels of Trump's recently announced tariffs, which have rattled markets and sparked fears of an economic downturn. Experts have warned that the tariffs could lead to increased prices for American consumers and damage already tense international trade relationships. The policy announcement was followed not by a press conference or diplomatic outreach, but by a weekend of golf at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, followed by a defiant Truth Social post. "This is a great time to get rich." The remark quickly went viral, though not in a way likely to reassure jittery investors or struggling middle-class families. Lawmakers sound the alarm. The optics of Trump golfing while Americans brace for economic fallout have not gone unnoticed on Capitol Hill. Senator Ben Ray Lujan, DNM, criticized the former president for being out of touch, saying, "While the American people are trying to put food on the table, I see that Donald Trump's out there playing golf. The president should be listening to people across the country. Maybe he should go into a grocery store, do some walking, talking to folks." Representative Jasmine Crockett, D. Texas, added to the chorus of criticism during a House subcommittee hearing on government efficiency. "The last time I checked, we're not getting anything in return for that," she said, referring to the approximately $26 million in taxpayer funds reportedly spent on Trump's golf outings this year. "Maybe we need to talk about the president and his golfing habits. He has decided that he wanted to play games while the rest of us are really trying to make sure that we can serve the American people." The irony of endorsement. Rogan's critiques are especially notable considering that he publicly endorsed Trump in the 2024 presidential election, despite years of previously criticizing him. The contrast between his support and his comedic takedown suggests a complex and perhaps conflicted perspective on the former president's